every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Hold up.
You missed it.
Yeah, it's on another page, so I have to first go to that one, switch the page,
You
press
need a
that
bigger board,
motherfucker.
bro.
I do, right? But before I get a bigger board, go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, where at the main page you will find these special live streams, like I show you right now, right there. Exactly. You will catch them right there, but I don't want to play it.
I know, because it'll be
Right?
annoying.
Yeah. So you got Phone Booth Podcast, Philosophy King Podcast, Here's the Thing Podcast, Dualistic Podcast, Pick His In Podcast, Mind of Madness Podcast, Fasting Pussy Podcast, live streams, extra content, and a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
You got,
So I think from now on, when we do this, we're gonna pick one podcast a week and talk about them and actually highlight them. Because just going through and blasting through all of them isn't. There's too many now, and we're getting ready to add 2 more. There's just too many. There's just it's too many. We're too huge, bro. We're too huge. Anyway. Yeah, go there, check it all out. Go to our merch store, check that shit out. Help us out if you can. If you just want to help us out with commenting and sharing, that's free. Anything. We just love having our friends around, hang much in. We hope you enjoy it too. Vince is trying to burn himself to death right here.
I fucking burned my microphone and shit.
See, this is what you get behind the scenes.
Well, I don't know if it's behind the scenes, but this would have happened regardless. But
no, we're gonna edit it out now. Just to,
no, fuck that. Yeah, so ever since we started to do the Las Vegas thing, which was in 2017, we realized we can go back and expose bullshit from the past. You know? It's a fun thing.
A lot of people haven't seen it. There's a lot of people that were like, I never saw that video. I never heard that thing. Blah, 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 blah.
Right?
So,
and I'm surprised you haven't seen this fucking
I've never even watched this interview. Yeah, so for anybody listening, hopefully, even on Spotify, you can watch now. But if you are just listening, when we did the Las Vegas thing, Vince was like, oh, we should do this with the Prince Andrew interview. I'm like, what Prince Andrew interview? I've never seen it. This is my first time ever seeing this. We're going to watch it, go through it, and just... But yeah, Vince has
this was... After this interview, that is when he... when he started to lose all of his credentials.
So, when is this from?
19.
Okay.
2019. But I want to say one thing before we start. I was thinking, like, should we watch the interview ourselves and dissect it, or should we watch this funny UK comedian who makes a funny ass version of, like, he's kind of reacting to it? And I was like, maybe we should do that, but no. But I want to just play 10 seconds from his thing, because I want to say something before we continue. So this is his version, okay?
Yeah.
And I thought maybe it's more interesting to see what we can get out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
I don't want to just watch what someone else got out of it.
I know, but this is so good. My wife has watched this like 10 to 15 times, his version.
Yeah.
Because it is really good. And I would recommend people go and check Alistair. His name is Alistair Williams version of it as well. But let me just play a little bit, and then I'm going to explain one thing about this Alistair Williams, and then we go in, okay? So
To Buckingham Palace in highly unusual circumstances.
You could say that again.
So this is Alistair Williams.
So for those of you that don't know, Jeffrey Epstein, who is the head of the child sex trafficking ring, you know, the guy that definitely killed himself when he was in prison. He wasn't murdered, definitely not. He strangled himself to death in his own cell with toilet paper. The guards, they passed out. And was electricity went out too, so all the cameras are gone. It was basically, I wish I could have seen what happened in that segment, just this Laurel and Hardy thing.
Anyways, check his out as well. His version, it's on YouTube, one part of it. He has two parts. But I want to say one thing, though. The sad thing that has happened to this guy is he used to be really fucking funny, and now he's like a total, Bible guy now. And unfortunately, that has taken away his humor.
Stripped it.
It has stripped it because he's now becoming this like, just reading Bibles and shit. And that's what sucks. Why can't you be a man of God and still be fucking funny and raw and shit like that? So I just want to say this. Alistair, if you ever see this,
You can. You can be that.
Well, I just want to say to you, Alistair, if you ever see this, you used to be really fucking funny. And now that you're a God Bible guy, you can still be a God guy and Bible guy. But man, don't lose the edge. All right. So.
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it. So, let's go.
Without further ado.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you know the pretext to this? Like, okay, this interview is, because I don't know the timing of it exactly. I would assume we'll find out, but I want to go in knowing a little bit. This is after the info about Epstein came out?
Yeah, this is after he died and shit like that.
Okay.
And they're like, you're linked to this shit. Like, you are very linked.
You're going to go on BBC and do an interview to try to deny it, I assume?
Yeah, I don't know why anybody said that's a good idea.
Yeah, you need a better PR person, that's for sure.
Yeah, because this is not
All
going to look good.
I'm just going to sit back and kick it, bro, and watch.
Yeah, kick it and chime in whenever you feel something's weird.
Well, all right, something's weird already.
All right.
The fact that he's doing the fucking interview to begin with is weird.
Right? Yeah, yes, Pandora. What's up, Manny? It's all live, but we're gonna just do, we're aware you guys are there. You guys are there to just peek in. So we're just gonna do this as if you're not there.
Yeah, and I can't see your comment, so don't be like, Ted ignored me. I can't see anything here.
The whole thing is about you guys peeking in and maybe chatting with each other too. I don't know. Let's
To
go.
Buckingham Palace in highly unusual circumstances. Normally, we'd be discussing your work, your duty. We'll come on to that. But today, you've chosen to speak out for the first time. Why have you decided to talk now?
Because there is no good time to talk about
pedophilia like this.
Pedophilia.
Yes. There's no real good time, so that's why I just picked this
That's
time.
why in the very beginning, I wish shit like this was real. We normally be talking about your duties, but instead we're gonna be here to talk about you fucking little kids.
Right.
So what's up with that?
It is what it is. So let's just go, right?
Have you decided to talk now?
Because there is no good time to talk about Mr. Epstein and all things
Mr. Epstein
associated.
how the fuck can he call somebody like that Mr. as if he deserves a respect?
Because you're their bitch and you're still carrying on now. I have to call him Mr. He always made me.
Dude, it's gonna get better. The things he says.
We've been talking to Newsnight for about 6 months about doing something around the work that I was doing. And unfortunately, we've just not been able to fit it into either your schedule or my schedule. until
now, didn't you?
now. And actually, it's a very good opportunity, and I'm delighted to be able to see you today.
As you say.
Are you delighted? Is this really something to be delighted to do? Right? That's not delighted.
Actually, it's a very good opportunity, and I'm delighted to be able to see you today.
That's the first
As you
line.
say, all of this goes back to your friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. How did you first become friends? How did you meet?
Well, I met through his girlfriend back in 1999, who, and I'd known her since she was at university in the UK. And it would be, to some extent, a stretch to say that as it were, we were close friends. I mean, we were friends because of other people. And I had a lot of opportunity to go to the United States, but I didn't have much time with him. I suppose I saw him once or twice a year, perhaps maybe maximum of 3 times a year. And quite often, if I was in the United States and doing things, and if he wasn't there, he would say, well, why don't you come and use my houses? So I said, that's very kind. Thank you very much indeed.
Come and just use my houses. You know?
Even the
if
island?
you like. No, this is his house on...
Oh, in New
I don't know
York.
where the fuck... Yeah, New York. Yeah. Just come and use it.
Yeah.
Use my houses. So I said, that's very kind. Thank you very much indeed.
Houses.
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 Yeah, many houses.
But it would be a considerable stretch to say that he was a very, very close friend. But he had the most extraordinary ability to bring extraordinary people together.
2 qualifiers in there, by the way. It would be a stretch to say that he was a very, very good friend. So that would mean that maybe it's not a stretch to say he was a very good friend, or not a stretch to say he was even a good friend. But, a very, very good friend would be a stretch.
Yeah.
Ability to bring extraordinary people together.
Extraordinary people.
And that's the bit that I remember, going to the dinner parties where you would meet academic politicians, people from the United Nations. I mean, it was a cosmopolitan group of what I would describe as US eminence.
But was that his appeal then? Was that what you... Because you were perceived by the public as being the party prince. Was that something you shared?
Well, I think that's also a bit of a stretch. I don't know why I've collected that title, because I never have really partied. I was single for quite a long time in the early 80s.
He has never partied. Ever.
Never. Nope.
Has never happened.
Royalty never parties, bro.
Dude, even I have partied, and I hate parties. I really do not like parties, and I've been in parties. You know what I mean? He hasn't?
Yeah.
What is he doing? Like knitting? What the fuck is he doing?
Crocheting.
He's not...
Nice.
Yeah, he's not partying?
He's mending the servants' buttons onto their...
Yeah. Bullshit. I don't know who did an edit on this. When he said this, they edit in like pictures of him all sweaty with some younger girl at a party place, and she's licking his side of his face and shit.
Huh. Cool.
But he's never partied.
No.
That title, because I don't...
Well, that's not partying to him.
No, that doesn't count like
that's
a party.
Just regular life. Oh, you mean that shit?
You call that party?
I mean, yeah, I
that's
do that
everyday
all the
life.
time.
Yeah, that's regular life for me.
Why I've collected that title, because I never have really partied. I was single for quite a long time in the early 80s. But then after I got married, I was very happy. And I've never really felt the need to go and party. And certainly going to Jeffrey's was not about partying.
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
You said you weren't very good friends, but would you describe him as a good friend? Did you trust him?
She did call him out a little bit.
You
said he wasn't very good friends, but would you say he's a good friend?
Good catch.
It was not about partying. Absolutely not.
You said you weren't very good friends, but would you describe him as a good friend? Did you trust him?
Yes, I think I probably did. But again...
Bro. You're here to defend yourself, and you straight up just said you trust a pedophile.
Well,
think about that.
He's honest. You trust him. He's a trustable guy, man.
Isn't he here to clear his name, allegedly?
You would think.
So what he should have said is something like, well, how well do you ever really know a business associate?
That's a good answer.
Sidestep. Instead, yeah, I trusted the dude who, did all that horrible stuff.
You know what
So
I think?
either you're an idiot or you knew. Those are the only two options.
I think he's not used to this confrontation like this.
Oh, of course
So
not. He's a fucking royalty. Nobody questions them.
Right?
I mean, even these questions are probably pre-approved, though. That's what sucks. And he still can't do it.
That makes it even worse, man. If it's pre-approved.
That's why I never understood why Kamala was so bad unless it was a show.
Right?
Because she got every question before that. Like when fucking Lester Holt called her out on, I've been to the border. You've been to the border? Well, I haven't been, but, like, how do you fuck up that bad? And how do you make it to be vice president if you're that bad?
Can she really be that dumb?
That's what I'm saying. Can she? Can she really be that stupid? Or is she an actress playing a role of someone who's that stupid?
Yeah. Or maybe she just sucked cock and that's how she got there. I don't know.
Yeah, but dude, nobody sucks cock that good. Come on.
No.
Like there's other women that were smarter that could probably suck cock better than her that could have made it into
But
that
maybe
position.
she was the one that was willing to go the extra mile in evil.
Oh, give you the old,
Yeah.
finger in
She
the
sucks
butthole or
cock
something.
and goes the extra mile being evil. I don't know.
Plenty of those too, I'm sure.
Maybe. So. Okay, let's go.
Yes, I think I probably did. But again, I mean, I don't go into a friendship looking for the wrong thing, if you understand what I'm an engaging person. I want to be able to engage. I want to find out. I want to learn.
He wants to learn.
And so you have to remember that I was transitioning out of the Navy at the time.
By the way.
Tell me.
He basically was saying that he doesn't go into a friendship questioning things, but then as he's listing things, he says, I want to find out, I want to learn.
Good catch. Hold on. I have to take that back now.
Go into a friendship looking for the wrong thing, if you understand what I mean. I'm an engaging person. I want to be able to engage. I want to find out. I want to learn.
So find out and looking is pretty close.
Yeah, and learning.
Right? Yeah. That's good catch.
And so you have to remember that I was transitioning out of the Navy at the time. And in the transition, I wanted to find out more about what was going on, because in the Navy, it's a pretty isolated business because you're out at sea the whole
bro?
He was in the Navy, apparently. I don't know why he was in the Navy.
Wow.
Did he do a
sidestep that real hard? Maybe he's gonna come back around to it. I don't know, and that's why I brought up the Navy. But I don't think he's gonna.
I have a hard time thinking he did the Navy just like regular other Navy people.
Oh yeah,
like,
of course, of course.
He was there like 2 hours, and he's
Just
like, yeah.
People are like, Elvis went to war. Like, do you really think Elvis fucking went to war?
No, I don't think this guy did the full thing. No,
exactly.
No.
You're gonna yell at the prince.
It's
like
a pretty
the drill instructor there is gonna yell at the prince in the fucking.
Get your ass down, do 20 push-ups.
He's like, your family's dead.
Right?
That's it.
Isolated business because you're out at sea the whole time. And I was going to become the special representative for international trade and investment. So I wanted to know more about what was going on in the international business world. And so that was another reason.
And the only guy who could tell you is Epstein.
Yeah, man.
Nobody else can tell you about these things.
No.
Only Epstein can tell you.
The Crown has zero access to that kind of information.
They have no connections.
No.
Who is he going to turn to, man? There's only one guy. Epstein. Just
what was I supposed to do?
Yeah, it just happened to be the worst guy ever. That's the only guy that was left for me to ask about these things.
That's tough luck, Andrew.
I know.
And I was going to become the special representative for international trade and investment. So I wanted to know more about what was going on in the international business world. And so that was another reason for going there. And the opportunities that I had to go to Wall Street and other places to learn whilst I was there were absolutely vital.
He was your guest as well. In 2000, Epstein was a guest at Windsor Castle and at Sandringham. He was brought right into the heart of the royal family at your invitation.
But certainly at my invitation, not at the royal family's invitation.
Oh, that's like, hey, don't link it to them. They might fuck me up.
Yeah,
it's me, remember? Not anything to do with
Do you remember
them.
what happened to Princess Di? You wanna,
Yeah.
You want to die
I don't
in a
want
car
that
accident too?
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Castle and at Sandringham. He was brought right into the heart of the royal family at your invitation.
But certainly at my invitation, not at the royal family's invitation. But remember that it was his girlfriend that was the key element in this.
As if that makes it better. That's Ghislaine Maxwell he's talking about.
Yeah. He's trying to pawn it off as, oh, I was just having a college friend stay with me, and he was with her, and it was a double win, a win-win,
Yeah.
He's
trying to make it look like it's better when he talks about Ghislaine. No,
and there was more focus on his name at this time, right? So they're like, it's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah. So remember, it's just Ghislaine.
Invitation, not at the royal family's invitation, but remember that it was his girlfriend that was the key element in this. He was the, as it were, plus one to some extent in that aspect.
Am I right in thinking you threw a birthday party for Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, at Sandringham?
Party? Did I hear party? A birthday
I thought
party.
he didn't like parties.
Does that count as a party?
Apparently not, even though it's literally called a birthday party.
A birthday party for Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, at Sandringham.
It wasn't a party, it was a soiree.
No, it was a shooting weekend.
Oh, it was a shooting weekend.
Maxwell at Sandringham.
No, it was a shooting weekend.
A shooting weekend.
Just a straightforward shooting weekend.
But during these times...
It wasn't a party. No.
It was
no
a
party,
straight shooting weekend. It's not
a
a crooked one.
All the time.
Right? It's not a crooked one. It's a straightforward one.
Well, at Sandringham.
No, it was a shooting weekend.
A shooting weekend.
Just a straightforward shooting weekend.
But during these times that he was a guest at Windsor Castle at Sandringham...
what do you do in a shooting weekend? You shoot all weekend. Like, what do you do? All of it.
Shoot.
That's all you do.
You don't
you meet
go
up
to the
in the
bathroom. You don't have food. Nothing.
You meet up in the beginning of the day, shoot until the end of the day, you shoot, and then you go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shooting weekend.
Yeah.
We now know that he was and had been procuring young girls for sex trafficking.
Oh.
We now know that.
Remember, this is bullshit. He says we now know it. Later in this interview, it will come that he knew it ever since like 2010. So he should have said, I've known this for like 19 years. Or what is it? No, not 19 years. 9 years I've known this.
That would have sounded great.
Yeah, but that would be the truth. Like, yeah, you might know it now. I've known it for almost 10 years, at least, officially.
That he was and had been procuring young girls for sex trafficking.
We now know that. At the time, there was no indication to me or anybody else that that was what he was doing. And certainly,
That's also a tale. He didn't just leave the answer there. He felt the need to add something in case what he said was fucked up, that he could pivot to something else. You know, like, why did he feel I need to add something after that? Look.
Indication to me or anybody else.
He could have said that, anybody else, and left it there. But he felt
that that was what he was doing.
No.
And certainly, when I saw him either in the United States, when I saw him in the United States, or when I was staying in his houses in the United States, there was no indication, absolutely no indication. And if there was...
Again, he kept going.
Yeah.
What is it? Was it no indication or not? Because now you're saying, and if there was...
That's that whole, well, this definitely didn't happen. Well, it did happen, but here's the reason. Well, that wasn't the reason, but this is it. This is it. Like, just keeps going.
Yeah, what are you
like
doing,
a long,
my guy?
run-on fucking sentence.
Yeah, just trying to cover his ass.
If you never make a direct point, no one can ever say you lied because you never actually made a fucking point at all. You just rambled.
Exactly. That's why he doesn't.
Things, but if there was, then whatever the fuck he's gonna say here.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? Man.
And that's a clear indication that he's lying because he's trying to just save himself.
When I saw him either in the United States, when I saw him in the United States, or when I was staying in his houses in the States, there was no indication, absolutely no indication.
And remember, absolutely no indication. But if there was...
And if there was, you have to remember that...
And following a big swallow, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a loud swallow.
And if there was, you have to remember that at the time, I was patron of the NSPCC's Full Stop campaign, so I was close up with what was going on in those time about getting...
So hold on, if you were that close... And now we know he did do all of those things. How the fuck did you not detect it then? You got to remember, I was very close up. I should have seen that shit. Yeah. You should have, and you probably did.
Yeah. I'm sure he did.
But now you're claiming that he didn't at that time where you were there. Okay.
Of the NSPCC's Full Stop campaign. So I was close up with what was going on in those time about getting rid of abuse to children. So I knew what the things were to look for, but I never saw them.
So you would have made that connection because you stayed...
You must suck at that shit. You must be really bad at seeing the things you need to see regarding that thing, unless you just close your eyes to it.
Time about getting rid of abuse to children, so I knew what the things were to look for, but I never saw them.
So you would have made that connection because you stayed with him, you were a visitor, a guest on many occasions at his homes, and nothing struck you as suspicious?
Nothing.
During that whole time?
Not even the strange paintings.
Just for the record.
No, with Bill Clinton in a dress.
I mean, that's strange to begin with, but there's other weird fucking ones too, like just not normal. Shit that should have given signs, period. What about all the weird cameras in weird places? All the shit, man.
If I remember correctly, there was one on Bill Clinton in a blue dress with red heels, high heels, like totally gay and all that shit. But then there was also one on George Bush, right? When he's
with
like...
the airplane.
Yeah, paper and the buildings falling. Yeah. I wonder what that could be.
Gee, I wonder.
What could that be? And why would he have that painting on him unless there's some blackmail element to it? Like you see that? You see your painting, George, you see this painting of you?
I know.
You like it? It's nice, right?
It's a
so
fucking,
go into room 218 and take care of the business that needs to be taken care of inside there, because otherwise you see this picture.
Suspicious. During that whole time?
Nothing.
Just for the record, you've been on his private plane.
Yes.
Oh.
You've been to stay on his private island.
Yes.
Yes.
You've stayed at his home in Palm Beach.
Yes.
You've visited Ghislaine Maxwell's house in Belgravia in London.
Yes.
Yes.
So in 2006, in May, an arrest warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Real uncomfortable. Shifted his weight away, leaned back.
Right? He's like, fuck, 2006. That's like, what is
He's
it,
like,
13
that
years
sounds
ago?
terrible.
Yeah.
He's like, well, now that I hear it out loud, it sounds really bad.
Right? And shit, now I need to remember what the fuck did I do 2006? Oh my God.
So in 2006, in May, an arrest warrant was issued for Epstein for sexual assault of a minor.
Yes.
In July, he was invited to Windsor Castle to your daughter, Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Why would you...
Hold on. 2006, he's arrested for that shit or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a few months later, he's invited to his daughter's something.
Well, it can't be a party because we know he doesn't party.
Yeah.
So it must be something else. It's
Yeah.
her birthday study session. I don't know because it wasn't a party.
Yeah, this is funny.
Of a minor.
Yes.
In July, he was invited to Windsor Castle to your daughter, Princess Beatrice's 18th birthday. Why would you do that?
Because I was asking Ghislaine.
Hold on. Did you see how fast he delivered that?
Yeah.
He was ready.
That's good.
Look.
Because I was asking Lane.
What?
So you didn't say, you can come, but don't bring the pedo.
Right? Because I was asking Lane.
His 18th birthday. Why would you do that?
Because I was asking Ghislaine. But even so, at the time...
And then he continues. He could have just left it there. I was asking Ghislaine.
It was her 18th birthday. I had nothing to worry about anymore. She only likes young girls.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because I was asking Ghislaine. But even so, at the time, I don't think I... certainly, I wasn't aware when the invitation was issued what was going on in the United States. And I wasn't aware until the media picked up on it, because he never said anything about it.
He never discussed with you the fact that an arrest warrant had been issued. So he came to that party.
So you think that someone got within hanging out distance in the house of the Prince of England, and his security detail didn't let him know ever that this dude was charged with...
Nah, it's not that important.
Come
It's not
on.
that important. Well, you would think so, but no, it's not that important that they need to know about such a thing.
Even if it was just because of how it would look, they would have let him know. He knew.
He
knew.
Definitely knew. Definitely. Like, such a thing would have, they would need to tell them about it just because of what you said. Like, if this can, give them a bad reputation or bad look or whatever, they definitely. And also, I'm starting to sound like him. And also, they don't have intelligence that can figure this out, like like FBI or some shit like that. The royal,
They do.
yeah. So
I'm saying, like,
nobody's buying this shit. Nobody's buying this
I
shit.
wasn't aware. But notice he was very careful, again, with his weaving of words. I certainly wasn't aware when the invitations went out, blah, 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 blah. So he's not pinning it down to when he found out at all. He's just saying that he wasn't aware of those charges when the invitation was sent out, which I don't believe either. But that just saying that one little thing makes it so much harder to pin him down. Like, no, you knew publicly in this date. Like, oh, I didn't know when the invitations went out. My assistant sent them out. It's just another way to fucking dodge bullshit.
Yeah.
Till the media picked up on it, because he never said anything about it.
He never discussed with you the
never
fact
discussed it.
that an arrest warrant had been issued. So he came
And also,
to
when
that,
you do this, no. No.
Discussed it.
that an arrest warrant had been issued.
No.
So he came to that party knowing police were investigating him.
Well, I'm not quite sure whether was it police that I don't know. See, this is the
It
problem.
was the
I
Palm
really
Beach
don't know.
police at the time.
But I mean, I'm afraid, you see, this is the problem. Is that an awful lot of this was going on in the United States, and I wasn't a party to it, and I knew nothing about it.
In 2008, he was convicted of soliciting and procuring a minor for prostitution. He was jailed. This was your friend.
Now, this is 2008, 2 years after the initial arrest.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
Well, I ceased contact with him after I was aware that he was under investigation, and that was later on in 2006. And I wasn't in touch with him again until 2010. So I just...
why are you in touch with him again?
Exactly. Like, that
4
was
years?
a disgusting, horrible thing. So 4 years later, when I was talking to him...
What the fuck?
wasn't in touch with him again until 2010. So I just it was one of those things that somebody's...
I can't believe someone hasn't made a fucking techno song out of this yet. I know it's old, but I'm just
I'm just
And I wasn't in touch with him again until 2010. So I just it was one of those things that somebody's going through that sort of thing. Well, I'm terribly sorry, I can't be...
So no contact?
No contact.
When he was serving time...
I'm terribly sorry for what you're going through, Mr. Pedophile Man, but
yeah,
I can't help you with this one. I'm
It'll
terribly
look bad.
sorry that you're
Not
going
that
through
I don't
this one.
want to.
I just can't. It doesn't. It's not a good look. Okay.
I just it was one of those things that somebody's going through that sort of thing. Well, I'm terribly sorry, I can't be...
So no contact?
No contact.
When he was serving time, there was no call, no letter, nothing there?
No.
He was released in July. Within months, by December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion.
So that's the only time he wasn't talking with him, when he was in jail?
Yeah.
Like, so when he was released in 2010, you went to stay with him?
That would be too obvious, man. I can't keep.
my
I can't call you in the jail.
That's
and
what I
talk.
mean.
Yeah.
That's the only time he stopped talking to him is when it would be on a prison phone and
Let me
recorded.
know when you're back out. I'll meet you at your house. Okay.
I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
By December of 2010, you went to stay with him at his New York mansion. Why? Why were you staying with a convicted sex offender?
Right. I have always, ever since this has happened, and since this has become, as it were, public knowledge that I was there, I've questioned myself as to why did I go, what was I doing?
Yeah, what could you?
He never questioned himself before. He only questioned it once it came out. That's just like someone who says, I'm sorry, when you're only sorry because you got caught. When
Yeah.
you say you're sorry when you get caught for something, like, I didn't question it until other people said it was fucked up. I never even thought about it. Like, what the fuck, man? Like you said before, he's not used to being questioned at all. So,
Yeah, this is like he's very green at this shit. Like, very green.
And since this has become, as it were, public knowledge that I was there, I've questioned myself as to why did I go, what was I doing, and...
Maybe you still had a hard on, Andrew. Was it that the reason you went?
probably.
Was it the
Probably
right
he
thing
had
to do?
access to his goods.
Yeah.
Now, I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
How dumb was that statement?
That's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard.
It's just because you're in this situation, man. I wish they didn't catch you so we could continue everything that we're doing. But now you're in this mess.
But it's just so stupid that I'm gonna come see you to tell you that we can't be seen together, which is gay as fuck in 100 different
Because
ways
you're
to
in this
begin with.
situation.
Yeah, well, that too. even the reason is you never had a fucking telephone. You couldn't call him and tell him that. You went to see him. It's almost like you had to go get one last time with these children. And
also try to talk one-on-one, like, listen, you don't fucking mention my name or the family's name or nothing. Got it?
So
because what happened here was they were caught. Somebody took pictures of them walking in the park somewhere in New York. You know what that is like in the mob movies, you know, when they talk, they go for a walk outside, acting casual and shit.
Yeah.
But what's really going on? Yeah, what's really going on is like, you fucking mentioned nothing. You know what I mean?
What was I doing, and was it the right thing to do? Now I went.
Hold on. I think I can even pull it up. Hold on. See if I can pull it up. It's very fishy pictures. Prince Andrew Epstein outside or whatever the fuck.
Very fishy pictures.
Very hopefully. Yeah, here we go. This is them. Hold on. This is them talking casual with each other. Here it is. And they're seen talking about
I've
business.
seen that picture. It's just like out of a fucking mob movie,
right?
Like when they're showing the FBI taking pictures. This is exactly one of those.
Right.
Oh, Lord.
So that's what he's talking about here.
Question myself as to why did I go, what was I doing, and was it the right thing to do? Now I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together.
It's only inappropriate.
Yeah, not because of the things you did.
Nah, that's not
because
too bad.
You were convicted.
It's just not a good look if they catch me
rookie.
with you.
Got
Inappropriate. What kind of a thing is that to say? Is it because he's a fucking British guy? Inappropriate.
The whole thing literally sounds like a teenage. I mean, just take away all the child trafficking and all that. Like, that's all horrible. Like, say he really didn't know, blah, blah, blah. This still sounds gay or like a high school relationship. Like,
dude,
my parents said I can't see you anymore. I had to meet you one more time to tell you in person. Like, that's how it sounds.
And this is 4 years after the initial arrest. So he has 4 years to figure out that he has been doing these things.
But, okay. He made it a point to point out that they weren't that great of friends.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Why would you need to meet him to tell him you can't be seen with him anymore if you guys were just acquaintances? This makes sense. I cannot believe people bought this. I hope people, I don't even remember this happening.
Oh.
This is when I was just diving in, like,
oh, this is before you woke
COVID
up.
And shit. No. 2019, no, but I was all into COVID and just getting ready.
Yeah, you were busy with flat Earth, COVID, this and that, Mandela effect, shit like that.
Yeah, I wasn't watching Prince Andrew's fucking. I was just like, oh yeah, they're all fucked.
I was watching this shit. I was like, what's going on here? What's going on here?
Dude,
because
and people bought this like at the time.
No. This became his demise in a sense.
Okay.
This was so bad that it became pretty much the beginning of the end, you know?
Now I went there with the sole purpose of saying to him that because he had been convicted, it was inappropriate for us to be seen together. And I had a number of people counsel me in both directions, either to go and see him or not to go and see him. And I took the judgment call that because this was serious, and I felt that over the telephone was the chicken's way of doing it.
Chicken.
Bro.
Chicken.
He's a convicted pedophile, and you're worried about what he's gonna call you a chicken. This is so absurd.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. You know what this is also? This is a testament to how bad men can be at lying. Like, this is a great example on how men can really suck at lying, because this guy really sucks at lying, like colossally, like we say.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, though, right? People always say that.
Colossally bad.
Serious. And I felt that doing it over the telephone was the chicken's way of doing it. I had to go near him and talk to him. And I went to see him, and I was doing a number of other things in New York at the time. And we had an opportunity to go for a walk in the park. And that was the conversation.
Gay!
I don't even have that. That's it. Well, listen, you can't miss an opportunity to walk in the park with Jeffrey Epstein. You know? You can't miss that shit. Has to be done.
Yeah.
If you have time over for a walk in the park with Epstein, you do it, man.
You just fly over from
You
England and
fucking do it.
Go for a walk in the park. And that was the conversation, coincidentally, that was photographed, which was when I said to him, I said, look, because of what has happened, I don't think it is appropriate that we should remain in contact. And by mutual agreement during that walk in the park, we decided that we would part company, and I left, I think it was the next day.
I thought Ghislaine was your friend from college. Why didn't you meet with her to tell her?
That is true.
I don't think you can bring your man around anymore because of this. That's what a normal person would do. Or they'd even cut off ties with her because they'd be like, you must have known. Fuck, man, this is so ridiculous. It's so absurd.
Yes, and it gets worse. You know, it only escalates. Like, it doesn't
There's
stop.
definitely going to be a part 2 of this.
Probably. Let's see.
No, probably. There will be. There's just too much to say, man. There's just too much to say.
We decided that we would part company, and I left, I think it was the next day. And to this day, I never had any contact with him from that day forward.
What did he say when you told him that you were breaking up the friendship?
He was what I would describe as understanding. He didn't go into any great depth in the conversation about what I was doing or what he was doing.
Oh, Freudian slip.
Yep.
What I mean, he.
What? Oh, yeah. It's like, what?
I mean, he was doing.
I would describe as understanding. He didn't go into any great depth in the conversation about what I was doing or what he was doing, except to say that he'd accepted whatever it was, a plea bargain. He'd served his time, and he was carrying on with his life.
You didn't say, why did you do this?
No,
What the
that's not my business. I don't care about that. That's his business. You know the phrase "mind your own business." That one. Oh, I applied.
And he was carrying on with his life. You see what I mean? And I said yes, but I'm afraid to say that's as may be. But with all the attendant scrutiny on me, then I don't think
that's the only thing that matters. Me.
He doesn't even know how to be I don't even. They had to throw him out, hang him out to dry, because you don't have writers that told you what to say, people who practice with you before this.
Maybe his memory sucks.
Maybe he's just inhuman and he's that bad. He can even fake it when he knows. I don't know.
Or maybe he's been living this fucking snobbish life that he has been kind of being becoming numb to feeling in danger or something. He just thinks he can say whatever the fuck he wants, no matter how fucking bad it sounds. I don't know what's
exactly.
going on.
I think that's what it is. I think that he thinks he's so smart and above everyone that he would just explain his way out of this and everyone would believe what he was saying. And
yeah, even though it's like so fucked up what he's saying.
That's as maybe. But with all the attendant scrutiny on me, then I don't think it is a wise thing to do.
Who advised you then that it was a good idea to go and break up the friendship? Did that come from the palace? Was Her Majesty the Queen involved?
No. That came from... So there were a number of people...
See, as soon as she's hinting like... He freaks out. No, not the family. No. That makes me think it is actually the family. Listen, you get over to New York, go into the park, and you tell him what he needs to know. Right now, the plane is waiting for you. It's already ready.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. But when it says like, no, not the royal family. No, not that.
Who advised you then that it was a good idea to go and break up the friendship? Come from the palace? Was Her Majesty the Queen involved?
No. That came from... So there were a number of people who so some people...
Who are these number of people? Do you have the names?
From my staff, some people from...
Some random fucking secretaries.
And family I was talking to, and I took the decision that it was... I had to show leadership, and I had to go and see him, and I had to tell him, that's it.
Hold on. That was him reciting what Mommy said to him right there. That I had to take leadership.
Right?
That's what she's saying. No, you take leadership. Put it back a little bit.
You have
just
to
like that. Picture the old mean queen pointing at him, telling him,
leadership.
You have to. I know.
Right?
I was talking to, and I took the decision that it was... I had to show leadership, and I had to go and see him, and I had to tell him, that's it.
Mommy said I had to show leadership, and I had to go.
It's so funny.
Like.
He's almost sounding like a little kid in a sense sometimes with his dumbass answers.
This is part of when people say, would you give up being awake to go back because ignorance is bliss? Look how much fun we're having. I would have never picked up on any of this before.
Right?
I would have just been like, I mean, I probably would have been like, oh, he's bullshitting, but not like all these fucking nuances, man. Like,
right?
It's all so bad. It's all so bad.
You can see through it all.
Yeah.
That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honor.
There you go. Hold on. It's over then.
Invited as the guest of honor.
To a party.
Didn't go though. Oh, he said he didn't go.
Let's see.
Threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honor.
Oh, in 2010, that certainly wasn't a party to celebrate his release in December, because it was a small dinner party. There were only 8 or 10 of us.
But that's still a party.
It's over. He said
so you lied
in a sentence saying he was there.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So if you lied about that, you probably lied about everything else now.
That's it. I mean, now gonna make stickers with his face on it that says "I like to party."
Now the rumors are confirmed to be true. Yeah, there's a reason why people called you. Yeah, there's a reason why people called you the party prince. Apparently, then, right?
Oh God.
You should have said, "I've only been in one party, and that Epstein." 2010. You should have said that. That would have been better. At least you wouldn't have been caught lying.
See, it's so bad because of his fuck up there. We totally jumped over the part how he was the guest of honor, although he's saying he didn't go.
No, but then he did say he did.
So why would he be the guest of honor when, again, he only knew him through Ghislaine from college? They weren't friends. He made that abundantly clear.
That's also something.
It's ridiculous. You say we weren't very friends. I only knew him through Ghislaine. Then you say I felt the need to fly to New York to tell him I can't fly to New York to see him. Makes no fucking sense. Then you're the guest of honor at his party. That's not someone's fucking like, I know them through this person.
Yeah.
This is all lies. It's all lies.
So, He first says, I wasn't on that party. Then I think he realized, oh, fuck, I think I'm screwed if I don't admit to this. So
Which means she asked, they already know.
Yeah, he went to, well, it was just a small party, like for 5 people.
Yeah.
5 people. What kind of a party is that? Or 6 people, he said.
I think he said 7 or something, but yeah. Or 8.
No, I think he actually said 6. That's a small ass party. Sounds like a meeting to me, if that's the case. But
talking to, and I took the decision that it was, I had to show leadership and I had to go and see him and I had to tell him, that's it.
That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honour.
Oh, in 2010, there certainly wasn't a party to celebrate his release in December, because it was a small dinner party. There were only 8 or 10 of us, I think, at the dinner.
8?
If there was a party, then I'd know nothing about
or
that.
10.
You were invited to that dinner as a guest of honour.
Well, I was there, so there was a dinner.
What? Hold on. So now you were the guest of honor, and you were there. But now you're saying you were just there.
Yeah, he's real bad at this.
If there was a party, then I'd know nothing about that.
You were invited to that dinner as a guest of honour.
Well, I was there, so there was a dinner. I don't think it was quite as you might. Yeah, okay. I was there at a dinner. Yeah.
I'm just trying to work this out.
Okay, so now you were. Okay.
Now, because you said you went to break up the relationship, and yet you stayed at that New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things while I was there.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
How the fuck can I get out of this? Yeah, how the fuck do I get out of this one? But now, this is a few days after this so-called party that celebrates the release of Epstein.
Yes.
It celebrates the release of the guy. Party! We can go back to business again.
Yeah, exactly.
You're released. You finished your punishment.
To work this out, because you said you went to break up the relationship, and yet you stayed at the New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things while I was there.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay.
Oh my God, you're the fucking prince. Holy shit, you could have stayed in any of the top hotels in the city.
No, they're not good
got
enough.
First class treatment, or could have stayed with tons of other people. But
It's not convenient enough.
I would have had to cross the street. It's just easier to stay with the dude who fucks little girls. Get off my back. What the fuck, man? Holy
Convenient.
Shit. Oh my God.
As if he doesn't live in like the most luxurious hotels there is out there. Is that not convenient? Bro. Is that not convenient enough?
Well, they don't have little girls there.
Yeah.
And Epstein does, so.
He acts like he's living in a fucking hostel or something when he's traveling.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? How dumb was that?
I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things.
Now, just to be fair, if it was the other way around where he was like, oh, I stayed in a hotel because it's convenient because there's a conference room or whatever, I'd be like, oh, okay. Staying in someone's private house because it's convenient. Totally different situation. Totally different, man.
And how the fuck is it more convenient to stay at somebody's house that you're not that good friends with? How is that more convenient than a luxury hotel for yourself?
The only real question in all of this, we're going to go through the whole thing and it's going to be fucking great. But I've already seen the only real question is, why did he answer questions like this? Is he dumb? Was it on purpose to take the fall for the whole family? Because then if he goes down,
right?
Well, come on. You didn't have time to come up with a better answer for why you knew that They ask you why you stayed there, and the best thing you could come up with is it was convenient. You're either a fucking idiot and so cocky that you think everyone's gonna believe anything you say, or fuck, man, I don't know.
I don't know if there was something coming out about him having connections with Epstein during this time when Epstein died. I don't know if something forced this interview to happen. I don't remember exactly, because he feels too authentic in his stupidity. Like, it doesn't feel like a play.
I mean, either he has to be so cocky that he was like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I don't need to practice or see the questions," or you want to sabotage somebody, give them the wrong questions, and then throw them out there and say, "Oh, they're gonna be softballs. Here you go. This is what she's gonna ask." Then send them out there and then ask.
If you have the option to not do it at all, why not take that option? Because this is still a stain on the family as well.
Made him do it. Yeah, but
could it be the?
What stops a much bigger stain?
Who knows? Who knows?
It's like a controlled burn, man.
Whatever it is,
then the fire doesn't spread past him.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Whatever it is.
Stayed at that New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long.
But I was doing a number of other things while I was there.
But you were staying at the house of a convicted sex offender.
It was a convenient place to stay. I've gone through it in my mind so many times. At the end of the day, with the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely...
Well, you had 4 years of hindsight to, not say several days after his release party as well. Yeah, you don't need more than a day, actually. You don't need more than an hour. You know who he was. That should be the end of it. Remember, you went to the park, said, I know you're going through this thing and I feel sorry for you, but it's inappropriate for me because the way it can look on me. He had that talk. But then later he was on his fucking celebration party and then he stayed at his home. I thought that was it. I don't understand. Or was
one time, bro, one last time.
Unless the party, unless
the weekend.
Yeah, unless the park meeting was after all of this, or is this after the park meeting? Because she said the celebration party was in December of 2010. Hold on. When the fuck was the meeting? Andrew spent weeks. When was this? When was this? It doesn't say. Hold on. No. Anyways, fuck it.
With the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely the wrong thing to do. At the time, I felt it was the honourable and right thing to do.
So right.
It was honourable to do.
The photo of Prince Andrew and Jeff Epstein walking Central Park was taken on December 5th, 2010. So it might have been the same all the weekend, or the time he was there. Like, you went there to tell him you can't see him anymore and stayed and had this party. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they're both December of 2010.
Hold on. Let me remember the time, because I want to know when she said his party was, because she said something December. Let me see.
Thing to do. He said yes, but I'm afraid to say that's as maybe. So some people can to go.
Heat of honour.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here.
To celebrate his release. That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as the guest of honour.
She doesn't say the exact date.
In 2010, that certainly wasn't a. I mean, I've gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end of the day, with the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely the wrong thing to do. But at the time, It was the honourable and right thing to do, and I admit fully that my judgment was probably coloured by my tendency to be too honourable, but that's just the way it is.
Dude just dropped honorable twice in like 2 sentences. He ain't trying to convince you of anything. Holy shit, man.
He's just a great guy, man. He's just a great guy. He's too honorable.
I don't like the cut of his jib, bro. I don't like him. I don't like it.
It's hilarious.
And I admit fully that my judgment was probably coloured by my tendency to be too honourable, but that's just the way it is.
Because during that time, those few days, witnesses say they saw many young girls coming and going at the time. There is video footage of Epstein accompanied by young girls. And you were there, staying in his house, catching up.
She just keeps dropping. You don't have to pause it. She just keeps haymakers on him over and over. But how did you not see that coming? Like,
I don't know, but it's so funny.
Your brain didn't go, oh shit, she just brought up the park thing. I know there was a party that weekend. I know there were young girls coming in and out. I know where she's going. Let me head this off at the pass and say, and I wasn't there a lot, and I heard there was rumors of young girls coming, but I didn't see it. Like, dude just keeps fucking walking into the wall over and over again.
The only
oh my God.
explanation I can have is for him is that he's been doing all kinds of shit like this so many times and so many different places that he can't differentiate which what's going on. Like, he's so into this world. Like, this is just a small part of his whole thing that he does.
This is just one dude he fucks kids with. He can't remember all of them. Yeah. I got you.
He can't keep track.
Oh,
you think
my
he can
God.
keep track? He doesn't know all of this, you know.
Young girls coming and going at the time. There is video footage of Epstein accompanied by young girls. And you were there, staying in his house, catching up with friends.
I mean, if they were, then I wasn't a party to any of that. I never saw them. I mean, you have to understand that
I'm more of young boys.
His house. I described it more as almost as a railway station, if you know.
Wow.
I described it more as a railway station, if you know what I mean, in the sense that there were people coming in and out of that house all the time. What they would.
Hold on, and this is where he's feeling comfortable.
Yeah,
somehow?
it's convenient, bro. It's convenient.
So
you got him in one room, you got a dealer in the other room. You know, there's just people coming and going all the time.
So what is he doing? Is he just doing paperwork in his pajamas?
Just
somewhere?
princely duties, bro. You know, this and that.
Just
With
minding
Josh
his
and
own
Zach.
business. Yeah, with Josh and Jack. Just doing paperwork in his underwear, with a shirt like that, feeling all comfortable. And yes, there is people coming in and out.
Yes, I'm a prince. Yes. Oh, yes.
And sure, people are coming in and out like a railway station. But that doesn't fluster me. I'm very comfortable in my corner here.
Child hookers have to use railway stations too,
Well,
bro. It didn't strike me as weird when they were coming in and out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah.
This dude.
Well, people.
Oh my God, he's not married, right?
Yes, I think he is.
Oh, my God.
At least he had some form of a princess or whatever the fuck they call it. Oh, not princess. Whatever the fuck you call it. Pre-queen. I don't know what you call it.
I mean, I think it would be a princess.
Is it?
A prince's wife would be a princess and sister.
But isn't a princess like the daughter of the queen and the king?
But they still call fucking
princes
wives.
When she marries, she becomes princess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid bullshit.
But there's still a differentiation between a daughter that is a princess and then a woman that becomes a princess?
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
think of Princess Diana. Yes, there's a difference, but she wasn't blood. She married in. They still call
I know.
her princess, so they still call it that. But
Like if I was the king daughter, she would
they're
be
not
more
heir
princess.
to the throne. I mean,
Oh.
I guess in some fucked up way, if everyone got wiped out, maybe they. I don't know how the fucking monarchy works over there in the fucking island. Okay.
You don't?
I know. Pandora will have to tell us all about it sometime.
All right.
I wasn't a party to any of that. I never saw them. I mean, you have to understand that his house. I described it more as a almost as a railway station, if you know what I mean, in the sense that there were people coming in and out of that house all the time. What they were doing and why they were there, I had nothing to do with. So I'm afraid I can't make any comment on that because I really don't know.
Another guest was John Brockman, the literary agent.
Whoa. John Brockman is serious, man. Really?
Oh, wow.
It's almost like
the reaction.
Yeah, it's almost like he's like, did that motherfucker say something?
I know. Like, did he talk?
What? Right?
He was in the room when it happened. Did that motherfucker talk? How do you know he was there?
Right?
I'm afraid I can't make any comment on that because I really don't know.
Another guest was John Brockman, the literary agent. Now, he described seeing
really
you there getting a foot massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen?
No.
You're absolutely sure, or you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
So John Brockman's statement is false.
Well, I don't know Mr. Brockman, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Then why, if you don't know him, what was that reaction of the guy? I would not have that reaction to somebody I don't even know.
Yeah. It's a good question. Also, he didn't answer her. He said, so what he said is false. And he said, I don't know him. Like, I don't need to know you to know that what you're saying is false.
Right? Well, I need to know him, and then I can decide if he's a liar or not.
Because he said it didn't happen, and then she said, so what he's saying is a lie. And then he said, well, I don't know, which you pointed out is also a lie because you don't react like that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I know somebody. If they're lying, I'm going to call out that they're lying. I don't need to know them.
Exactly.
That's the most retarded thing. What?
Woman. Did that happen?
No.
You're absolutely sure, or you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
So John Brockman's statement is false.
Well, I don't know Mr. Brockman, so I don't know what he's talking about.
But that definitely wasn't you getting a foot massage from a Russian girl in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
No.
He's like, she was Ukrainian.
It might seem a funny way to break off a friendship, a 4-day house party of sorts with a dinner. It's an odd way to break
It's a
up
difficult
friendship.
way of putting it. That's a very stark way of putting it. Yes, you're absolutely right. But actually, the truth of it is that I actually only saw him for about the dinner party, the walk in the park, and probably passing in the passage.
So let's go to that Central Park walk, which was snapped.
The dude's living in his house, and they're like, hey, what's up? In the passage. That's it.
Yeah, man. That's how it works.
Yeah. The fuck?
In the passage.
So let's go to that Central Park walk, which was snapped. Friends of yours suggest that Epstein wanted that photo taken. Perhaps he'd even set it up. Do you worry that you were being played?
Again, new information's coming out since his...
Look, he feels a little safe with this question. He feels a little bit more secure with this question. Well,
yeah.
There's been...
because it's not about anything weird. It's just like, do you think you got set up? Like, yeah, I them.
Again, new information's coming out since his suicide has made us reappraise that
drive that point home.
Walk in the park.
Right.
Suicide.
we can't find any evidence, or my staff and my people and I can't find any evidence to suggest that that was what he was doing. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways. The fact of the matter is that somebody very...
Did you say the fact of the fatter? What did you say?
Something like that.
So many different
He's clearly
ways.
trying to say the fact of the matter and stumble over his words, but
yeah,
that was what he was doing. I mean, you can look at it in so many different ways. The fact of the matter is
the fact of the fatter. Yeah,
that somebody very cleverly took that photograph. It wasn't, as far as I remember, nor do my security remember anybody being present or close, because there were enough security around. I mean, there are even photographs of the security people are around in the photograph. So I mean, he could have done, but
I guess what I'm asking is, do you feel that you were part of Epstein's public rehabilitation?
Oh no, funny enough, I don't. I mean, if he was doing, if that photograph was taken for that with that purpose in mind, then it doesn't equate to what actually happened.
So why wouldn't you announce this breakup when you got back? Why wouldn't you publicly explain what you'd done? Did you worry that he had something that could compromise you?
No.
Do you regret that trip?
That's absurd.
Yes.
Do you regret friendship with Epstein?
I'm actually the only guy. Yeah, but I'm actually the only guy he got nothing on. The only guy out of all the people.
I'm clear. I'm
yeah.
Something that could compromise you?
No.
Do you regret that trip?
Yes.
Do you regret the whole friendship with Epstein?
Now, still not, and the reason being is that the people that I met and the opportunities that I was given to learn, either by him or because of him, were actually very useful. He himself, not as it were as close as you might think. We weren't that close. So therefore, I mean, yes.
I was the guest of honor to his release party,
but we weren't that close.
We're not that. Yeah.
And stay in his house, but that was because.
If it's his release party, why are you the guest of honor? What did you have to do with him being released?
Why you, Andrew?
I know.
Of all the people passing through the railway station.
I know.
And you're just minding your own business in your pajamas.
And you don't think that the other people passing through this railway station knew that you were the guest of honor at this huge party? So none of them knew you? So this guy who said you were getting a foot massage from a Russian didn't mistake you for someone else? That's what happened, right?
No. Yeah. No.
He's definitely one of those everything happens to me people.
Yeah. He just fell into this situation. He doesn't really belong there.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, he just fell in.
We weren't that close, so therefore, yes, I would go and stay in his house, but that was because of his girlfriend, not because of him.
Was that visit, December of 2010, the only time you saw him after he was convicted?
Yes.
Did you see him or speak to him again?
No. 2010 was it. That was it, because I went. Well, first of all, I wanted to make sure that if I was going to go and see him, I had to make sure that there was enough time between his release, because it wasn't something that I was going into in a hurry, but I had to go and see him. I had to go and see him. I had to
stay with him and stay in the house.
I could easily have gone and stayed somewhere else, but sheer convenience of being able to get a hold of the man was. I mean, he was in and out all over the place. So, getting him in one place for a period of time to actually have enough conversation to say, look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to.
How long does the conversation need to be, man?
I know, and again, you can't have it over the phone. Well, it's impersonal. He's a convicted pedophile.
What are you guys talking
What are you
about for
worried
that
about?
long?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Over the place. So getting him in one place for a period of time to actually have a long enough conversation. Look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to.
Yeah, that doesn't take more than a minute or so. Listen, this is
one reason, bro.
Yeah, not even a minute. Try 15 seconds. You need more than 15 seconds.
Also, shouldn't it be self-explanatory? Do you really think he's gonna be like, "Hey, I wonder why Andrew's not calling me anymore"?
This is so bad.
It is.
Dude, if this was a regular person and the cops were, suspecting these things about this regular person, and this is the things he says when he's interrogated.
Yeah, I know.
It's all over.
They'd be like, well, he did it.
Yeah, he's in jail. Like, straight up.
Yep.
Verdict from the jury and all that. It's like Amber Heard with it's over. I think this is even worse than Amber Heard. I don't even know how you can be that, but I don't. That was really bad, Amber Heard. But yeah, this is really bad.
A long enough conversation to say, look, these are the reasons why I'm not going to. And that happened on the walk.
Reasons.
July of this year,
Right.
Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking and abusing dozens of underage girls. One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She says she met you in 2001. She says she dined with you, danced with you at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
I have no recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
She says she met you.
Bad answer.
Might have,
answer.
but I don't remember.
It depends what your definition of is.
Right?
Fucking,
Right?
It's the Clinton thing.
Yeah, Bill Clinton, right?
Or whatever the fuck he said. I don't
So,
remember that.
party, I heard, nightclub, huh?
Yeah, well, no, then it
Hold
couldn't
on.
have been him. We know he doesn't.
I
party.
need to find it. Hold on.
Find
Please. The party picture. The party picture. Where the fuck is my mouse? Oh, there. Prince Andrew.
What? You got too many screens. It was between
Yeah.
the screens in the vortex somewhere.
Yeah. Where is it? Well, here's
I don't
one.
fucking know.
Here's one. Hello. What do you say about this? Is this party enough for you? Where's the one where she licks his... yeah, here. What about this one?
I mean, that could be any.
Is this party enough?
How do you,
This
how do you
is-
know that's this? How do you know?
I
That's
think
him?
this is actually Virginia. I think. The one,
That
the
could,
girl...
That could be a lookalike. That doesn't have to be Andrew, bro.
It could be.
He doesn't like the party.
He
This
does.
dude's party.
Well, here we got some more revelations. Actually, from The Sun. This is actually from the magazine The Sun.
Okay, so does it say it's him?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay, there you have
Party
it.
Prince, Prince Andrew's wild night with glamorous Americans, right? Blah, blah, blah. Who what? Who he followed to the toilet and gave a head massage. Head massage?
You
The
know,
fuck does that mean?
he's
who
just
the
a friendly
fuck-
person.
Who the fuck goes into a toilet and gives somebody a head massage? Is it like this?
See, it could be misleading. It doesn't mean that he did that in the toilet. That could be two separate things. Followed to the toilet and gave a head massage. It doesn't say gave a head massage in the bathroom.
In the toilet. Okay, so
Could
somebody...
have been out there just like rubbing her head and then... Not saying it's right. I'm just saying they love using misleading shit in titles.
Okay.
And then they'll make you feel stupid when you assume the obvious, and then they're like, "Oh, that's not what we meant. Sorry, you took it that way."
Well, here's another pic.
There he is.
Do we have more? We do, actually. Yeah, this looks like a nightclub. Here he's getting a sucky thing
bite?
on the... Yeah. He's getting a sucky thing over there. And then, of course, the picture that's coming up, which you probably have seen, is... Which one is it? This one.
Oh, yep.
Soon this will come up, and here's his hand, and the full picture has Ghislaine over here. You don't see it here, but
she's sitting in the chair. I see her. That's
Yeah.
the collar of her shirt, right? I've seen the full one.
yeah. So, let's get back.
Let's get
House at Tramp nightclub in London. She went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell, your friend. Your response?
I have no
Shook his
recollection of ever meeting this lady. None whatsoever.
You don't remember meeting her?
No.
She says she met you in 2001. She dined with you. She danced with you. You bought her drinks. You were in Tramp nightclub in London. And she went on to have sex with you in a house in Belgravia belonging to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Didn't happen.
Do you remember her?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting her. I'm almost, in fact,
This might actually be true, in the sense that
he has no recollection.
Yeah, he fucks
That's
so
what I was
many
saying. Yeah.
of them that he doesn't really remember. So
recollection of ever meeting her. I'm almost, in fact,
because at that point he doesn't know that in the future that this is gonna be a problem that he has to tackle with this specific girl out of the thousands that he's probably been with. You know?
Who's to say she used her real name then or anything?
Yeah, he won't remember that shit. This is just one of the 1,000 girls.
Scum.
Do you remember her?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting her. I'm almost, in fact, I'm convinced that I was never in Tramps with her. There are a number of things that are wrong with that story. One of which is that I don't know where the bar is in Tramps. I don't.
Well, case closed.
Yeah, I know.
If he doesn't know where the bar is,
he said, "Must know the truth."
Yeah.
That are wrong with that story. One of which is that I don't know where the bar is in Tramps. I don't drink. I don't think I've ever bought it.
He drank. Said,
right?
Did they? He said that he bought her drinks.
Yeah. You don't need to drink to be at the nightclub.
No.
Because we know what you're really after at the nightclub. It ain't no fucking drink.
Dancing.
Bar isn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't do that in the Royal Palace or whatever the fuck you're at.
In Tramps. I don't drink. I don't think.
I'm not gay no more. I don't know why. I don't drink. I don't wear a purse.
I don't. I don't think I've ever bought a drink in Tramp. Whenever I was there.
Do you remember dancing at Tramp?
No, that couldn't have happened because the date that is suggested, I was at home with the children.
Oh, Mas.
You know that you were at home with...
How the fuck do you remember that? On that day, I was at home with the kids. Really?
Like we didn't tell you what date it was yet. Oh well, it's whatever day it was.
That couldn't have happened because the date that is being suggested, I was at home with the children.
You know that you were at home with the children. Was it a memorable night?
On that particular day that we now understand is the date, which is the 10th of March, I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking for a party at
Excuse me? Party?
He took her. He didn't go. He doesn't attend.
But hold on. What is a Pizza Express? Is it just like a fast food, like Pizza Hut?
Sounds like it.
So
But he
the
said for a
prince
party.
went to Pizza
Dropped
Hut.
Beatrice off. He went to take her to a party. Dropped his daughter off because he's a great dad. He has to
He
point that
couldn't
out.
just have one of his servants.
Yeah, that's
drop
probably
her
what he
off.
did, and he's using that as his alibi now.
At home, I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking for a party at I suppose sort of 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And then because the Duchess was away, we have a simple rule in the family that when away, the other one's there. I was on terminal leave at the time from the Royal Navy, so therefore I was at home.
Why would you remember that so specifically? Why would you remember a Pizza Express birthday and being at home?
Because going to Pizza Express is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing.
Just happened to be on the same day or date that you're getting accused of doing all the things in the nightclub with somebody, you know.
Well, thank God he did it, bro, or he'd be in some trouble.
Right? On that specific day, he did something a royalty never does, which is going to a Pizza Express, and that's why he remembers it.
Is an unusual thing for me to do.
Checks out, man.
A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been through Woking a couple of times.
This is so bad.
And I remember it weirdly distinctly. When somebody reminded me of it, I went, oh yes, I remember that. But I have no recollection.
Well, that's not a good memory. You don't remember it until somebody has to remember you about remembering it. Reminding
so the
you.
whole time he's saying he has no recollection of meeting her, as if like I can't remember things that happened back then. But I remember
Pizza
going
Express.
to a Pizza Express.
That I do remember as long as you remind me of it.
And then immediately I say,
Otherwise,
I remember that.
I don't ever remember the Pizza Express. It's not worth remembering.
Times. And I remember it weirdly distinctly. As soon as somebody reminded me of it, I went, oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But I have no recollection of ever meeting or being in the company or the presence.
So you're absolutely sure that you're at home on the 10th of March.
Yeah.
She was very specific about that night. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went...
He's like, oh, fuck, she remembers that. I thought I impressed her.
Oh, God. Dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have bath, possibly...
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I
royalty doesn't sweat.
have a peculiar medical condition, which is sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was she.
Wow, I got a doctor's note. What the fuck? That's your answer? Oh, it couldn't have been me. See, at that time, I didn't sweat. That's literally what he just said.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Very conveniently, he didn't sweat at that time, but now he's
Prove
sweating
it,
again.
Other than the fact that he was diagnosed by a doctor that definitely was not persuaded in any way.
No, he
by
was not
his
paid
royal
off.
status. Yeah.
That could have even been done after the fact.
I mean, it was done after the fact. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, do it now.
Backdate that shit.
Yeah, backdate it from 2000 or 1999. You decide.
Yeah, but I only had it for like a couple years, you know. Right in there, but then it cleared up magically.
Then it came back. Yes, right in time.
That I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was yes, I didn't sweat at the time.
What the fuck was that? Ashwin? What was that? Ashwin?
It's like he was trying to remember when the doctor's note said to see if it lined up with when she was accusing him. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time, and that was yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at. And
who shot at you?
Now he's
Who shot
See,
at him?
remember, this is all because I was in war. Remember, I'm a hero. I went to war. So,
Was he in?
I mean, come on.
Come on,
We
man.
discussed this earlier.
That ain't happening, man.
I'd like to see the story of how he got shot at. I'm sure it was backdated real good, too. I'd still like to read it for comedic value, if nothing else.
Right?
there's an
Ridiculous.
overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
Defending his
And
country.
I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat. And it's only because I have done a number of things in the recent past that I'm starting to be able to do that again. So I'm
I
afraid to
worked
say
really hard to be able to sweat again. Like most people would be like, "Oh shit, sweet, I don't sweat anymore. I'm cool."
Right?
Especially when
I don't
you're
wanna
Prince
sweat.
and you're in air conditioning all the time.
Right?
But
Sweating
no,
sucks.
he's like, after my
Thankfully.
heroic time of being shot
Thankfully,
and
I can
years
sweat.
of recovering mentally, I've been doing many things to get back to it. And now
No,
he
I'm
said
back.
all of that because he's probably sweating right now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's like, oh,
He
so you
is
don't
actually.
sweat, eh?
Exactly. He is actually gonna be becoming more sweaty and sweaty as it goes on. But
I hope she says something about it.
past that I'm starting to be able to do that again. So I'm afraid to say that there's a medical condition that says that I didn't do it, so therefore.
Is it possible that you met Virginia Roberts, dined with her, danced with her in Tramp, had sex with her
Sweat
on
live.
another date?
No,
Do you remember meeting her at all?
no.
Do you know you didn't meet her? Do you just not remember meeting
No,
her?
I don't know if I've met her, but no, I have no recollection of meeting her.
Because she was very specific. She described the dance that you had together in Tramp. She described meeting you. She was a 16-year-old girl meeting a senior member of the royal family.
Never happened.
She provided a photo of the two of you together.
Yes,
oh,
Your arm was around her waist.
yes.
You've seen the photo.
I've seen the photograph.
How do you explain that?
I can't. Because I have absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken.
Do you recognise yourself in the photo?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult not to recognise yourself.
Your friend suggested that the photo is fake.
I think it's from the investigations that we've done, you can't prove whether or not that photograph is faked or not.
well, that's very convenient. Like
yeah,
in
that's
between.
fair.
Either or. You know.
Because it is a photograph of a photograph of a photograph.
Oh yeah. Photograph of a photograph. How the fuck do you know that it's 3 times the photograph?
Because he saw the original and he saw when it happened.
Yeah, how the fuck can you come to that conclusion? Like, oh yeah, that's 3 layers.
Well, MI5 helped.
Done, you can't prove whether or not that photograph is faked or not because it is a photograph of a photograph. So it's very difficult to be able to prove it.
I agree.
But I don't remember that photograph ever being taken.
But it's possible that it was you with your arm around
That's
her waist.
me, but my hand, or whether that's the position, but I don't.
What do you mean whether that's your hand? Is that the only thing that matters? The hand. Where is it?
Apparently. You know,
So
I don't know
this
if my
is-
arm was really around her. I could have standing next to her. Like, okay, is that any better? That still means you were there, doesn't it?
This is the only thing he is questioning, the hand.
Wow.
But
He
he's
doesn't
still
know if it
there
was
next
his
to her,
hand.
like you said, yeah.
What about her hand on his back? Is that not her hand?
Ah, that little thing right there. That's also
Oh, that's
added.
definitely her hand, but I'm saying, is he saying it's not her hand? Also?
It's the one he seems to be questioning, the whole hand thing. It's the hand thing, man.
But that's all? I mean, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those damn hands.
Right? So
with your arm around
that's
her
me, but whether that's my hand or whether that's the position, I have simply no recollection of a photograph ever being taken.
The world has now seen the photo that Virginia provided, taken by Epstein, we understand, in Ghislaine Maxwell's house.
Well, here's the problem.
Here's the thing, almost. Huh?
Epstein, we understand, in Ghislaine Maxwell's house.
Well, here's the problem. I've never seen Epstein with a camera in my life.
Okay.
I think it was Virginia Roberts' camera. She said a little Kodak one that she lent to Epstein. He took a photo, and your arm around her waist.
I don't remember that photograph ever being taken. I don't remember going upstairs in the house, because that photograph is taken upstairs.
And he would never feel comfortable enough to go upstairs. He stays in his
Not
lane.
in a railway station.
Yeah, he stays downstairs like a good dog. Doesn't go up.
In the house, because that photograph is taken upstairs. And I'm not entirely convinced that, I mean, that is what I would describe as me.
But also he knows it was taken upstairs.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because he knows what upstairs looks like.
And I'm not entirely convinced that, I mean, that is what I would describe as me in that picture. But we can't be certain as to whether or not that hand on her.
So, okay, forget about the hand.
Yeah,
but you're
exactly.
still upstairs, though, right?
I know.
Right? Somehow, you're upstairs without ever being upstairs. Because you're not saying, that's me, yes, but I should not be upstairs. Because that looks like it's upstairs. Just like you said, how would I even know how upstairs looks like? But that looks like that is upstairs. And
it is me.
Yeah, it is me, but I shouldn't be
that
upstairs.
Might not be my hand.
Yeah, he just mentions the hand. He doesn't mention the location.
He's like, look, I might have been upstairs, but my hand was never there, all right? That's just a flat-out lie.
That was good. That was a good one. Yes.
Well, we can't be certain as to whether or not that's my hand on her, whatever it is, left.
Whatever it is.
Left side.
You know what this reminds me of? What, like, you ever watch like Cops or the On Patrol Live, where the cops are fucking pulling people over and they find drugs on them, and they're like, I don't know how those got there. And they're like, they're your pants, aren't they? Like, no, dude, these are my friend's pants. I just put them like, you're gonna go all the way to they're not your pants.
Sometimes I just use my friend's pants and I don't check the pockets. You know, shit happens. You know, it just happened to be like.
We can't be sure that was my hand. Nobody's talking about the fucking hand, bro.
Yeah. Man, I should have checked the pockets, man. Fuck.
And on her, whatever it is, left side.
You think that...
Because I have no recollection of that photograph ever being taken.
So why would somebody have put in another hand? You think it is you next to her in the photo?
Oh, it's definitely me. I mean, that's a picture of me. It's not a picture of... I don't believe it's a picture of me in London, because when I go out in London, I wear a suit and a tie. That's what I would describe as those are my travelling clothes if I'm going overseas. So there's plenty of photographs of me dressed in those sorts of sort of
So you couldn't
kit,
have just put on something more comfortable for the party at the house you were staying in,
right?
There.
Just to clarify, so you think that photo has leaked?
Nobody can prove whether or not that photograph has been doctored, but I don't.
Why doesn't he want to say for certain that
because
if he
then
thinks
he can get caught saying for certain. If he never says for certain and it comes out and she produces the original someday, and it's proven to be real, he could say, well, I just said I didn't remember it.
Yeah.
Now that I've thought it, yeah, I remember meeting her, but it was totally innocent. Like, he's making people go through multiple hurdles to get to the truth. Smart, fucked up man. I mean,
See,
not
that is
smart,
how you know,
dumb,
that
but,
is a sign somebody's lying when they do that. When somebody's more like direct and definite and clear cut, like straight to the point, you know, it's less risk of them lying. But
recollect that photograph ever being taken.
And you don't recollect having your hand
No.
round her waist
No.
in Ghislaine Maxwell's house on any occasion, even if it was a different
I'm terribly
date?
sorry, but if I, as a member of the royal family, and I have a photograph taken, and I take very, very few photographs, I am not one to, as it were, hug, and public displays of affection are not something that I do. So
Okay.
the best explanation I can give you, and I'm afraid to say
in the very
that
beginning, you could have just said, being with underage girls isn't something I do.
right? And also, if you're so, you know, dead on the security with the photos, how come you could just walk so conveniently in a fucking park somewhere where everybody could fucking snap photos of
And
you?
a few minutes ago when he's like, I have plenty of photos of me in a suit I could show.
Right? Motherfucker.
are not something that I do. So that's the best explanation I can give you. And I'm afraid to say that
terrible.
I don't believe that photograph was taken in the way that has been suggested.
Why would people not believe that you were there?
I'm sorry, why would?
Buying time.
Not believe that you were there?
Excuse me, what?
I'm sorry, why would?
I'm just trying to understand. There's a photo inside Ghislaine Maxwell's house. Ghislaine herself is in the background.
Uh-oh.
Why would people not believe that you were there with her that night?
They might well wish to believe it, but the photograph is taken upstairs, and I don't think I ever went upstairs.
I don't think it's now.
Yeah.
Now it's I don't think. Before it was I'm never upstairs. I don't go there.
That's what I like. Just really think about what he's doing here. What is happening here, I should say. He's nitpicking and saying he doesn't remember. I don't think I've ever gone upstairs, like trying to die on that hill. Why don't you die on the hill of I don't fuck little girls? Like, bro, you could have went out this a total different way.
Right?
But I mean, once you met him in the park to break up with him, to pass him the note to break up with him, that was over for you saying, "Oh, I barely knew him. It was a business thing. I think it's terrible what he did." That ship
But
sailed, I guess.
he just didn't want to be a chicken.
Oh yeah, that's right. I triple dog dare ya.
Didn't want to take the chicken's way out.
Yeah.
The photograph is taken upstairs, and I don't think I ever went upstairs in Ghislaine's house.
You're sure of that?
Yeah, because the dining room and everything was on the ground floor.
So, oh, you mean they don't have a dining upstairs? Was there a dining in that picture?
No. I just think he's saying, well, the only place I went was the dining room, and that was downstairs. So that's where the party was.
Mm-hmm.
Party
Was as you came in the hall. So I don't remember ever going up there. I'm at a loss to explain this particular photograph. If the original was ever produced, then we might be able to solve it. But
but until then, I'm gonna give a vague answer to you.
If the original was ever produced, then that would mean that everything you just said was a lie. So then perhaps we could figure it out, because then I'd be in hand. Like, wow.
So bad. This is so bad.
Original was ever produced, then perhaps we might be able to solve it. But
you can say categorically that you don't recall meeting Virginia Roberts, dining with her, dancing with her at Tramp, or going on to have sex with her in a bedroom in a house in Belgravia?
I can absolutely categorically tell you it never happened.
I love that he thinks if he says categorically that it will have more oomph.
Absolutely and categorically.
Yeah. Not just absolutely, he has to put in the categorically.
I can absolutely categorically tell you it never happened.
Do you recall any kind of...
Well, listen, your recalling memory stuff is not that, solid, man. So when you say absolutely and categorically, it doesn't mean, you know what I mean?
No.
Like, you haven't shown
much water, bro.
Yeah, you haven't shown that much credibility in your memory, man. So, you know what I mean.
I have no recollection.
In a bedroom in a house in Belgravia.
I can absolutely categorically tell you it never happened.
Do you recall any kind of sexual contact with Virginia Roberts?
And also, you know what's funny? Is anybody really gonna expect him to say, yes, I did, and yes, I went there? And
I know, that is the funny part. But you
right?
can at least act appalled by any of his actions. I haven't seen him acted weirded out by it at all. Only thing he said was how it made him look.
Right?
Like, which is fucking obvious. Like, even if you were cool with it and letting it happen, all you would say is, dude, this makes me look bad. I can't be seen around.
Yeah.
But, fun fucking the kids with you, bro. We'll see you later out there out. That's what he would do. And that's all he said is how it would make me look. That's it.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. But because of the thing you can, do to me, I can't be with you anymore.
Of course not.
I can absolutely categorically tell you it never happened.
Do you recall any kind of sexual contact with Virginia Roberts
None.
or any other time?
None whatsoever.
Because she said in a legal deposition, a legal court document in 2015, he had sex with you 3 times. Yeah. She is not confused about this. She said the first was in London when she...
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
She is not confused about this. She said the first was in...
What is that?
Man. Could be a couple things.
Nervous laughter?
Yeah, could be nervous laughter. It could be him laughing because he knows her. She's ditzy and he's like, oh yeah, she's not confused. Or it could be that he knows she's lying and, oh, yeah, she's not confused. She's clearly lying. But I doubt it.
Yeah, it's weird.
You 3 times. She is not confused about this. She said the first was in London when she was trafficked to you. The second was at Epstein's mansion in New York.
That is a date in April, I believe. Is that correct?
She said it was a month or so later.
Yeah. Well, I think that the date...
Well, I've been studying up on this date, so let's go.
I believe. Is that correct?
Consulted my diary.
Said it was a month or so later.
Yeah. Well, I think that the date we have for that show...
Well, is that a different date than what she had? Well,
apparently.
You have your own date.
That it showed they were somewhere else on that day.
Ah, okay.
Have for that shows that I was in Boston, or I was in New York the previous day, and I was at a dinner for the Outward Bound Trust in New York, and then I flew up to Boston the following day, and then on the day that she says that this occurred, they'd already left to go to the island before I got back from Boston.
Which island? What are you talking about? Which island are we talking about here?
No, James.
For the island.
And how does he know that?
Yeah. Is he saying that the woman, Virginia Jeffrey, left for the island? Which island? Who went to the island? And why is...
And what's her name? Virginia what?
Virginia Jeffrey or something.
She called her Virginia Roberts before.
Or maybe that's what it is.
No.
Maybe I'm confused.
No, because I think her at the other one before. But anyway, just go.
Boston the following day, and then on the day that she says that this occurred, they'd already left to go to the island before I got back from Boston. So I don't think that could have happened at all.
There was a witness there, Johanna Stolberg, who says that you did visit the house in that month.
I probably did. I don't think I've on one of the.
What? Probably did.
The house in that month.
I probably did. I don't think I've on one of the weird things. I was staying with the because of what I was doing.
One of the weirder
I was staying,
things. Bro, if it's weirder than what you already been saying, you're in trouble, man. Fuck.
With the because of what I was doing, I was staying with the Consul General, which is further down the street on Fifth. So I wasn't staying there. I may have visited.
You couldn't have walked down the street and done this and then went back. That's impossible.
Dude, why don't you just check in a hotel? What the fuck, man?
On Fifth, so I wasn't staying there. I may have visited, but no, definitely no activity.
Because in a legal
Sounds like
deposition,
Rain Man.
2015.
No.
Gotta watch WAP. Definitely. He's like, fucking, oh my God.
No
So
activity.
bad.
Because in a legal deposition, 2015, she said she had sex with you 3 times. Once in London House when she was trafficked to you in Maxwell's house.
Yes.
Once in New York a month or so later at Epstein's mansion. And once on his private island in a group of 7 or 8 other girls.
Hold on. Game, this is live, but you guys only peek in. We're recording like as if it's offline. What did you say then?
I think he just came in his pants.
Did he?
Like remembering it. He's like in 7 other girls, and he's like, what?
A month or so later at Epstein's mansion, and once on his private island in a group of 7 or 8 other girls.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
I think that's what just happened.
In a group of 7 or 8 other girls.
No.
No to all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Absolutely no to all of it.
How
Why
far
would she
into
be
this are
saying
we?
that?
We got 20 minutes left.
So we're halfway.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
How
we're at
far have
2
we gone?
hours.
Is this 2 hours? What
Yeah.
the I thought it was like 1 hour.
Nope. That's what I'm saying, dude. I told you there was going to have to be a part 2 when I looked down at how fast it was going by. Ooh. All right, let's go a little bit more and find a good laughing point to end on.
Damn, that's crazy.
We wonder exactly the same, but I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
She made these claims in this deposition.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying you don't believe her? She's lying.
Saying she perjured herself.
That's a very difficult thing to.
Why? Just say
yes.
she lied. That's
yes,
it.
She's a liar.
Leaving it open-ended like that all the time. Motherfucker.
Lying.
That's a very difficult thing to answer because I'm not in a position to know what she's trying to achieve, but I can tell you.
What does it matter what she's trying to achieve? She's either lying or she isn't, bro. Damn. Wow, you're bad at this. I mean, not that I'm condoning being a good liar, but shit, dude, if you're gonna do stuff like that, you gotta be better at hiding it than this. I mean,
It kind of shows you that they're
What
not as...
happened to him?
What happened to him? I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but kind of shows you that these so-called elites are not as elite as we might think they are.
I
You know what I
don't
mean?
think they are.
Yeah, this is...
They're dumb. A lot of
Yeah.
them. They just got their hands on the levers, and we don't.
Right?
They're
Interesting.
squeezing us.
Categorically,
Is he using categorically again?
Again.
What she's trying to achieve, but I can tell you categorically, I don't remember meeting her at all. I do not remember a photo being taken, and I've said consistently and frequently that we never had any sort of sexual contact whatever.
Said it.
She spoke about you
said it.
outside the court in August of this year.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I quote, "He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it."
And the answer is nothing.
So if Virginia Roberts is watching this interview...
What was that? What was that? And the answer
is nothing. About exactly what he's done. That's fucking creepy, man.
What is your message to her?
Fuck off.
I don't have a message for her because I have to have a thick skin. If somebody's going to make those sorts of allegations, then I've just got to have a thick skin and get on with it. But they never happened.
For the record, is there any way you could have had sex with that young woman or any young...
Well, yes, there could be a way. Yes, there could be one way.
Chuckly.
woman trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein in any of his residences?
No. And without putting too fine a point on it, if you're a man, it is a positive act to have sex with somebody. You have to take some sort of positive action. And so therefore, if you try to forget...
Listen, I would have been proud if this was the case that I scored with this. I would have...
I'd be here bragging about it.
I would have remembered that shit. I would have remembered shit. But unfortunately, I don't, so therefore it didn't happen.
It's very difficult to try and forget positive action. And I do not remember anything. I've racked my brain and thinking, when the allegations came out originally, I went, well, that's a bit strange. I don't remember this. And then I've been through it and through it and through it.
That's a bit strange. Well, that's peculiar.
It's a bit strange. I don't remember having an underage girl trafficked to me.
Well,
it could have happened, but it's a bit strange. I don't remember. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like me, but maybe.
Doesn't sound too bad either. It's just different. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, if anyone ever asked me if that happened to me, I'd say no. No, that's weird. I wouldn't say, well, that sounds weird. I don't know.
It's a bit
I don't
strange.
remember it.
Yeah. It's a little bit strange.
Over and over again. And...
Hold on, where was it?
Nothing. Never happened.
Was it
racked
here?
my brain and thinking, when the allegations came out originally, I went, well, that's a bit strange. I don't remember this. And then I've been through it and through it and through it.
So bad. That's so bad.
I know.
Oh my God.
Over and over and over again. And no, nothing. Never happened.
Epstein's housekeeper, also in a Florida court legal deposition, said that you visited the Palm Beach residence around 4 times a year. You got a daily massage.
4 times a year? That doesn't sound right. Maybe 2. 4 times?
Residence around 4 times a year. You got a daily massage.
4 times?
That was what he said in a Florida court legal deposition.
No.
I'm just wondering, when you look back now, is there a chance that those massages might have been the services of someone who was sexually exploited or trafficked by Epstein?
No. I don't think. No, definitely not.
What was that? Hold on, this fucking camera. What was that? No, but there was a slow no. You had to think that no through.
Slow no.
Slow no.
Trafficked by Epstein.
No. I don't think. I mean, I
don't think.
No, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. And I definitely did not visit his Palm Beach house 3 or 4 times a year. Absolutely not.
How many times would you say you visited?
In total, probably 4 times. In total, right? The time that I knew him.
You're right.
In fact, probably that was the place that if you see what I mean, he was in the house more there.
We don't see what you mean.
In other places that I was.
So that's where you'd
at.
find him.
Holy shit!
But it was really because I was going through and on somewhere else. So it was a day. That was it.
So now you were there that much.
Yeah, but it's going through places.
What of
man.
it? He's just going through. I'm just passing through. It's a train station.
Yeah, they're passing each other in the corridor.
So it was a day. That was it.
You said in your statement from the palace,
Yep.
at no time did I see, witness or suspect any suspicious behaviour.
Yep.
Virginia Roberts' legal team says you could not spend time around Epstein and not know what on.
He's like, oh, did they say that? Shit.
I guess I was the only one that missed it. Yeah.
Spend time around Epstein and not know
Because I'm so honorable.
what was going on.
If you are somebody like me, then people behave in a subtly different way. You wouldn't.
And that's convenient. That's a place that's convenient for you to be in for some reason, where everybody has to be, walking on eggshells and shit. I don't know what the fuck he's saying here.
Different way. You wouldn't. First of all, I'm not looking for it. That's the thing. Is if you're looking for it, then you might have suspected now, with a huge amount of hindsight, a huge amount of analysis. You look back and you go, well, was that really the way that it was?
But motherfucker, you came back to his house for 4 days or so, 4 years after knowing that he's been doing these things. So I would take it that you would look for shit like that while you were staying at his house at that point.
You should be. You already knew.
Yeah.
He was convicted of it, and you're still
Yeah.
best pals with him.
Yeah.
Right, Vince, we got to make a choice here. Do we split into 2 episodes, or do we power through 1?
Well, it's like 13 or 14 minutes left.
All right, let's just go.
I don't know if that will make another episode. I wish there was a part 2 to his interview with somebody else.
Go, well, was that really the way that it was, or was I looking at it the wrong way? But you don't go into these places, you don't go to stay with people looking for that.
You could not spend time around him. That was what they said. You could not spend time around him and not know.
Well,
the other aspect of this is that I live in an institution at Buckingham Palace, which has members of staff sitting around all the time. And I don't wish to appear grand, but there were a lot of people who were walking around Jeffrey Epstein's house. As far as I was aware, they were staff, they were people that were working for him or doing things. I interacted with them, if you want me to say good morning, good afternoon, but I didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way that was, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What's going on?
I'm just living in your fucking house, man. I know you that well. I don't talk to you that much. You walk through with your...
I think he's referring to the other people and knowing if they were being trafficked or not. But
Okay. I don't know what the fuck this guy is saying.
I don't know.
Good morning, good afternoon. I didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way that was, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Is he talking about the staff? He's not talking about Epstein. Okay. Because if it was Epstein, I would be like, motherfucker, man. You're staying at his house for days in your pajamas.
Pay attention, bro. God.
Yeah. Paying, doing your paperwork in the
you
corner.
pay attention.
I know, but
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, I was choosing to ignore your rude
Yeah.
comment.
Exactly.
You were wanting to say good morning, good afternoon, but I didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way that was, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What's going on?
No, he says, no, with him. Didn't he say? With him.
But I
Didn't,
didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them in a way, afternoon.
With them.
But I didn't, if you see what I mean, interact with them
Okay,
in a way that was, what are you doing here? Why are you here? What's going on?
But you'd notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Buckingham Palace, wouldn't you?
You would notice if there were hundreds of underage girls in Jeffrey's house. Wasn't there? Not when I was there. Now, he may have changed his behaviour patterns in order for that not to be obvious to me.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, you're asking me to speculate on things that I just don't know about.
You seem utterly convinced you're telling the truth. Would you be willing to testify or give a statement under oath if you were
Hold on. Put that back for a second. That's such a great line. You seem utterly convinced that you're telling the truth. That's so good. Like,
yeah, we're
you believe what you're saying, but we all know it's bullshit.
Yeah, how can you be so, convinced?
Oh, God.
So I don't know. I mean, this is, you're asking me to speculate on things that I just...
Hold on, did we miss?
Patterns.
No.
In order for that not to be obvious to me. So I don't know. I mean, you're asking me to speculate on things that I just don't know about.
You seem utterly convinced you're telling the truth. Would you be willing to testify or give a statement under oath if you were asked?
Well, I'm like everybody else.
Really?
I would have to take all the legal advice that there was before I was to do that sort of thing. But if
that's already a lie. I'm like everybody else.
Yeah. And don't tell me you didn't already talk to your lawyers about if you should testify or not,
right?
Before you can. Well, I mean, I'd have to speak to my lawyer.
So
very
bad.
lawyery stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so
there
bad.
Was before I was to do that sort of thing. But if push came to shove, and the legal advice, if push came to shove,
frog in his throat.
The legal advice was to do so, then I would be duty bound to do so.
Because you've said there are many unanswered questions.
Yep.
Everyone affected wants closure. You would help to provide that closure.
Yeah, pay them off.
If in the right circumstances, yes, I would, because I think there's just as much closure for me as there is for everybody else, and undoubtedly, some very strange and unpleasant activities have been going on. I'm afraid to say that I'm not the person who can shed light on it for a number of reasons. One of which is that I wasn't there long enough.
Then who the fuck can shed light on
it?
it?
Day, 2 days at a time. It's quite easy, I'm led to believe, for those sorts of people to
Too bad
hide
it's not
their
here.
activities for that period of time and then carry on when you're not there.
Virginia Roberts' lawyers, legal team, say that they've asked for a legal statement from you. There is an active FBI investigation now. Would you be willing to provide that?
Again, I'm bound by what my legal advice is, legal advisors tell me.
Epstein was found dead.
Yep.
In prison.
Yes.
In August
Allegedly.
of this year.
Yep.
Right.
What was your response on hearing that he'd died?
Shock.
Well, that was that one.
That he didn't take his own life.
Shock.
Well, there again, I'm not one to be able to answer that question. I believe that centres around something to do with a bone in his neck, as to whether or not, if you commit suicide, that bone breaks or something.
No.
But I'm afraid to say I'm not an expert. I have to take what the coroner says, and he has ruled that it was suicide. So,
even though it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, It makes total sense, bro. I don't see any problems with it at all.
Toilet paper from this high.
Well, it was clearly 2-ply at least. I mean, there's some strong
2
stuff.
layers.
Yeah, and then he doubled it up, weaved it.
Well, now,
with his
okay, now that you
basket
say,
weaving skills.
now that you say 2 layers,
One
okay.
thread can snap.
Yeah.
You can hang yourself from a blanket.
Maybe you're right. And also, you don't think,
The guards were
each,
just tired.
yeah, but each fucking square has these little cut-offs, like little cuts on them, so that you can easily take them.
Yeah.
You don't think that will affect the strength of the toilet paper roll?
When you weave and overlap it, you overlap the stitch, so you don't put 2 stitches next to each other. You get one stitch here and one stitch here. So now the strong part of this one's hanging where it's weaved, and the strong part of this one's hanging.
That's some commitment right there to create that toilet paper roll.
Obviously, when you didn't do anything and you're accused, your first thought is to hang yourself with toilet paper.
Yes.
So once you do it, you got to commit, because
he should be in the Guinness World Record or something for
Guinness. I love it.
Guinness.
Guinness. For what? What category?
For achieving the unbelievable. The unbelievable.
I'm gonna play the Globey here. It's simple physics, bro. It's not my fault you don't understand physics. You don't know the physics of toilet paper? Go back to school.
Well, he was the first one that killed himself with toilet paper, so he should be in there in the book.
Is that a fact?
I think so.
I don't know, man.
I've never heard anybody kill themselves with toilet paper.
Well, just because you've never heard doesn't mean.
I mean, how?
Happen.
Maybe eating it. Maybe would you die from eating toilet paper?
I mean, if you ate enough of it, you would. You get a bowel blockage. Eventually, you couldn't shit. You'd die. You'd perforate your bowel, bleed to death internally.
I don't know if I want to go through that. I'd rather want to be hanged by toilet paper than go through all that shit.
So no problem. That's why he did it, bro. God. I don't know why
he's very, very witty with this guy.
Dead. His girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, your old friend, was, victims say, complicit in his behaviour.
Uh-oh.
Well, that bit I can't help you with because I've never...
Do you think that she has questions to answer about her role in this?
That bit.
Well, in the same way that I have questions to answer in the sense of what was I doing.
Hold on. Wasn't Ghislaine basically almost his wife, Epstein's wife? And he was really good friends with Ghislaine.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what's going on between, with Epstein. Like,
no, bro, he didn't see anything. He told you that. I don't know why that's not good enough for you.
You're right.
I have questions to answer in the sense of what was I doing, and as I say, that I was there to my mind, be honourable and say to him, look, you've been convicted. It would be incompatible for me to be seen with you. Unfortunately, somebody was sitting around.
Not be with you. It's not wrong to be with you, but to be seen with you would be wrong. I don't care. Again, I don't care what you did, but you know.
Right? That's exactly how it sounds. Listen to that.
Convicted. It would be incompatible for me to be seen with you. Unfortunately, somebody was standing around with a camera at the time and got a photograph of us. It's one of the very few photographs.
You don't even hear what you're saying. He doesn't even realize what the fuck he's saying and how pompous and fucking stupid it sounds, man. Oh my God. You're totally admitting that the only reason you care about not being friends with Jeffrey Epstein anymore is if people see it, and then you make a joke of, oh, unfortunately, someone saw me telling him that. What the fuck, dude? Your brain doesn't work right. Holy shit.
And what happened to the security?
Not like us, man.
Well, the security of, making sure not everybody takes photos willy-nilly.
Well, except for, I love that term, willy-nilly. Except for the, dude hiding in the bushes or sitting on the park bench pretending to read a fucking... He's probably, real bad. Like, he pretending to read a newspaper no one does anymore, and like has a long
right
lens there, and they're like, we
right
didn't see him. Oh, nobody
right
noticed. You got played, Andrew.
Be honourable and say to him, look, you've been convicted. It would be incompatible for me to be seen with you. Unfortunately, somebody was standing around with a camera at the time and got a photograph of us. It's one of the very few photographs there are of us, but that was the case. If there are questions that Ghislaine has to answer, that's her problem. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to be able to comment one way or the other.
When was your last contact with her?
It was earlier this year, funny enough, in the summer, in the spring, summer.
About
funny enough.
She was here doing some rally.
So even though he had by then been arrested and was facing charges of sex trafficking?
No. This was early spring, I think. It was long, because when was he arrested?
July.
No, it was before July.
So hold on. How was you so certain that no, it wasn't? And then you ask, when was it, by the way, he got arrested? What?
Was facing charges of sex trafficking?
No. This was early spring, I think. It was long, because when was he arrested?
July.
No, it was before July.
And that was the...
Yeah. Because
Did you discuss Epstein at all then?
No, actually, funnily enough, no, not at all. There wasn't anything to discuss about it.
That was so psychopathic right there. No, not at all. Funny enough.
bad.
No, not at all. That was so weird.
bad.
It's creepy, man.
And that was the last time?
Yeah.
Did you discuss Epstein at all then?
No, actually, funnily enough, no, not at all. There wasn't anything to discuss about him because he wasn't in the news. It wasn't, it was just, we'd moved on.
I want to talk about moving.
You moved on?
We moved on.
Why?
Okay.
Epstein is dead.
Yes.
The women
What was that?
are now being heard.
Almost sounded happy, man.
Quite rightly.
How do you move on from this?
Well, it's an interesting way of putting it. I'm carrying on with what I do.
What's that? More Epstein shit? Like, what is it that you...
The reason, God damn it, man. The reason he chuckled and said that's the way of putting it is because he doesn't even understand what she means by that. And his answer is flat out going to be, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. This doesn't affect me at all. Basically, that's what he's going to say. He doesn't understand how it's supposed to affect him. He's like, that's a weird way of putting it. No, it's not, It's not a weird way of putting it.
And it did affect him. He lost his fucking, I don't know what the fuck you call it. Yeah. He's not allowed to strut around like royalty in the same way anymore.
He can't flip through royal papers anymore. Office he rents or his room he's using from Epstein.
So hold on, though. Hold on a second. If he's not guilty of this, why is he stripped away of things?
Appearances.
But doesn't that make you look guilty?
Yeah.
That you're stripped of these things?
Yeah, because he is guilty.
This is all weird. Like,
that's why I'm saying they hung him out to dry. They set him up, gave him this fucking interview,
but
made him make himself look horrible, and now they're like, oh, we have nothing to do with him.
But if you are guilty, as it suggests, then shouldn't you be in jail or something?
I mean, just like...
Well, he said he's like the rest of us.
Well, just like they clearly trafficked to all these people, he's been charged with it. He's trafficking to somebody, but no one's been arrested for being trafficked to.
Yeah.
What's that about?
What's that about? Yeah.
All right.
What's that?
I'm carrying on with what I do.
There you go. I'm a doofy.
I'm carrying on with what I do. Have a number of things that I have been doing since 2011.
Sounds like Kramer. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Doing what I'm always done doing.
Yep.
I'm gonna just do what I do, what I always do, and I do what I always do.
I'm gonna be Kramer.
They're pretty well organised, pretty successful, and so I'm carrying on and trying to improve those things that I'm already doing.
Yes,
I
doing
wonder
a
what
lot of
effect
doings.
all this has had on your close family. You've got daughters of your own.
It has been what I would describe as a constant sore in the family. We all knew him. And I think that if we have a conversation about it, we're left with the same thing of what on earth happened? Well, how did he get to where he was? What did he do? How did he do it?
I want to learn.
Because he said he wanted to learn so much from him. But it was about the stock market or something.
Yeah, of course.
He wanted to
Because
learn
was a
how to get that
financial
cheddar.
genius.
Yeah.
Somehow Epstein was a dropout financial genius. You know?
Yeah. And he comes from a very poor family. They don't have money. They don't have power or nothing. And especially they don't have people that are knowledgeable about Wall Street and stuff like that.
No, I mean
they don't. No connections.
How did he do it? And so it's just a constant sort of gnaw. I mean, this first came out in 2011, and it was a surprise to.
What do you mean it first came out in 2011? Fuck, what came out?
I don't know, but what she was fishing for, which he totally passed by, was how did this affect your family? You have daughters. He should have said, it disgusts me to think that anyone would do this to a precious young woman when I have daughters myself.
Yeah.
Nope. Dude just cruised right by that. They played it up for him, and he just fucking walked away. Holy shit.
Look at him, man. Look at this guy, man. What the fuck? Train wreck.
It was a surprise to all of us because the photographs were published at a separate time to when I was there. And there was sort of a question about what was going on. And as a family, we discussed it. And then in 2015, when the allegations were made in the deposition, there was a sort of this is the immediate family, not the wider family. The wider family couldn't be more supportive, but the immediate family, it was, well, what's all this about? And we all just we're at a loss. So it's just.
Has the episode been damaging to the royal family, to Her Majesty the Queen?
I don't believe it's been damaging to the Queen at all. Has to me.
Exactly. That's what he's there to sell.
And it's been a constant drip, if you see what I mean, in the.
And now make the connection with King Charles or whatever the fuck, and Jimmy Savile, which was the known PDF file.
Yeah.
So he hung up with him. You hung up with Epstein. You're telling me the family is not involved?
Yeah, you guys just have bad luck at picking people to hang out with. That's all.
No,
it's understandable. It's understandable.
Lightning hits twice at the same place.
And
sometimes.
also, I mean, if you were like royalty and you had a whole staff to vet people that come into your life and you come into contact with, maybe you'd catch it then. But oh wait,
no, not if you don't know what you're looking for. And
like charges. The fuck, man. Allegations, even maybe closed court cases.
All
like
I know is
weekend.
All I know is they don't seem like a family that knows what to look for.
Well,
King Charles
they're
didn't
inbred,
also.
So
They didn't know, man. Leave them alone.
Has to me, and it's been a constant drip, if you see what I mean, in the background that people want to know. If I was in a position to be able to answer all these questions in a way that gave sensible answers other than the ones that I've given that gave closure, that I'd love it, but I'm afraid I can't. I'm just not in a position to do so, because I'm just as much in the dark as many people.
How do you reconnect with the public
That
then
can
now?
be interpreted many ways.
But exactly what I'm doing, which is to use and to continue
What he's doing right now, he's connecting to the public.
To work with pitch, to continue to work with idea and the things that I believe strongly in. I'm not somebody who does things in competition with people. Oddly, I do things in collaboration with people. So I want people to work together to come to, as it were, a solution to a bigger problem.
Oh yeah.
And so I got a number of people working.
Yeah, we can expect you to do a great thing about this. Great investigation. You know, solve this puzzle. You're the one.
To the bottom of it for sure.
Together, particularly in the education field, particularly and also in areas of government. And what they are doing, so that we're bringing everybody together, so that we're all pushing in the same direction.
Oh yeah.
An idea now does that.
Everywhere where you shouldn't. Every other place than the actual place you should go. That's the direction. Yeah.
We've been going properly now for 2 years. We've got 3.5 million people who've got a badge.
Oh yeah.
We've got
charity work.
Just over 500,000 young people who are using the service, and I'm trying to think what else we've got, but it's well, it's designed for 7 to 14-year-olds in the United Kingdom, and
7 to 14-year-olds.
Okay. Turns out it's done from 5 to 95 around the world. So it's being done in 100 countries now. So we're slightly on the catch-up for this one.
I know we have to bring this to a close because we're running out.
He's like, oh no, please ask me more questions about my
I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this shit. It's already over.
I know we have to bring this to a close because we're running out of time. You've faced questions today on a very, very raw subject. There has never been an interview like this before. I wonder what that tells us about the way the royal family now confronts these difficult situations. Has there been a sea change?
Oh, is she gonna suck him harder?
I think the problem that we face in the 21st century is social media. There is a whole range of things that you face now
can't
that
hide
you didn't
anymore.
face 25 years ago, because it was just the print media. And I think that to some extent there is a
shit spreads quick.
There is a thick skin that you have to have, and again, I'm not a confrontationalist myself. I would prefer to be able to, as it were, resolve things in a way that is sensible.
This is so bad.
And so choosing to, as it were, get out there and talk about these things, it's almost a mental...
Well, are you going to go out there and talk about this, really? Are you going to go there?
I mean, it's not a good look, but...
Is he going to hold seminars about this shit?
Yeah.
Health issue to some extent for me, in the sense that it's been nagging at my mind for a great many years.
Oh yeah.
I know that I made the wrong judgment and I made the wrong decision, but I made the wrong decision and the wrong judgment, I believe, fundamentally for the right reasons, which is to say to somebody, I'm not going to see you again. And in fact, from that day forth, I was never in contact with him. The subsequent allegations are
holy shit,
what I would describe as surprising, shocking, and a distraction.
He's go out with a bang or something in the final moment.
Yeah, bam, 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 shooting it all down.
I mean, there are all sorts of things that are on the internet and out there in the public domain that we just sort of go, well, yeah, but I'm afraid this is, it just never happened.
You've talked about a thick skin. I wonder if you have any sense now of guilt, regret, or shame about any of your behaviour in your friendship with Epstein?
As far as Mr. Epstein is concerned, it was the wrong decision.
He could have just said, "Yeah, I feel ashamed that I was involved with this guy." Straight up. He didn't. He couldn't even say that directly.
In your friendship with Epstein?
As far as Mr. Epstein is concerned, it was the wrong decision to go and see him in 2010.
Or to ever be friends with him at all. How about that, bro? He's literally only saying that it was the wrong decision because he was seen with him then. And that's when the accusation started.
And he specifically said the 2010 time.
Yeah.
That's the only one that is really bugging.
And
that
he had to
went.
go 2010.
Yeah.
As far as Mr. Epstein is concerned, it was the wrong decision to go and see him in 2010. As far as my association with him was concerned, it had some seriously beneficial outcomes in areas.
He still sees it
Below
as
my
a
waist.
somewhat positive experience, this whole Epstein thing. That's what he's saying.
Sorry, I had to laugh at myself real quick. Sorry.
I told you this is a laugh generator. This
It is.
fucking interview is a laugh generator.
Some seriously beneficial outcomes in areas that have nothing to do with what I would describe as what we're talking about today. On balance, could I have avoided ever meeting him? Probably not, and that's because of my friendship with Ghislaine. It was
Dude, that's no better, man. She was almost just as involved as he was.
I know. But was that out at this point when he did this interview?
I think so. I think she was also. They were looking at her. You know, they were looking at her.
Yeah, but they could have been looking at her, and he could have been like, "Oh, she's being falsely accused just because out of association, like I am." He's trying to put it off on her because it's not as bad. It's just like when
so he thinks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It sounds bad to real people, but he doesn't think it sounds as bad.
Yeah.
And that's because of my friendship with Ghislaine. It was inevitable that we would come across each other. Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming?
Yeah. Put that back 5 and let it run for a minute. I got to hear this whole thought because
it was inevitable.
Unbecoming is the wrong fucking word to begin with. But yeah.
Each other. Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
She called him on it too. I love it. Exactly. He doesn't know how real people think and talk. He does not.
Oh my god.
It was so unbecoming of him. Like, nah, he trafficked children now. That's not unbecoming. That's basically what her face just was.
This is so much.
I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming. Yes.
He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite.
Yeah, you are being polite.
Why are you
to
being
a sex
polite?
offender? I think that's the point she was making, bro.
Oh shit.
He has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming. Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite in the sense that he was a sex offender. But no. Was I right in having him as a friend at the time? And bearing in mind this was some years before he was accused of being a sex offender. I don't think there was anything wrong then. The problem was the fact that once he had been convicted,
You stayed.
I stayed with him, and that.
Hold
Well,
on. That's not
let's
even
just say it all.
though. It does say it all, but it's even beyond that. He's saying that the problem, there was no problem with him being a friend back then when he was doing it. He was still doing it then.
Because then it wasn't official.
The problem arose. Yeah, but still, he should be saying, I'm very upset that I allowed someone who would do those horrible things to be that close to me. I can't believe my judgment was that bad. I regret every minute of it. Yes, some good connections came from it. I don't regret those, but I completely regret the friendship with that monster.
Yeah.
That's not what he's saying at all, man. He's saying once he got convicted, I should be in friends with him because it looked bad.
Right? And he has a hard time calling it out for what it is.
Even he said to think that when I thought our friendship, that everything was normal, all this stuff was going on. Nope.
Yeah.
He just said it was okay that he was friends with him back then. It was only a problem after he got convicted. And I get what he's trying to say with like, oh, well, once he was convicted and I knew, we shouldn't have been friends anymore. But that's not what he's saying.
Yeah,
there's much better ways to say what he's saying.
So
I
bad.
don't think there was anything wrong then. The problem was the fact that once he had been convicted,
you stayed with him.
I stayed with him, and that's the bit that as it were, I kick myself for on a daily basis, because it was not something that was becoming of a member of the royal family, and we try and uphold the highest standards and practices, and I let the side down. Simple as that.
This interview has been exceptionally rare. You might not speak on this subject again. Is there anything you feel has been left unsaid that you would like to say now?
No, I don't think so. I think you've probably dragged out most of what is required, and I'm truly grateful for the opportunity you've given me to be able to discuss this with you.
Your Royal Highness. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.
Your Royal Highness. What did you say?
Thank you for the opportunity to make myself look like a damn fool.
Right? How good was this? I know this has gone long, but how good was this? Right?
It was fucking great. I mean, it's terrible that he's sitting here joking around and chuckling and lying blatantly about sex offenders. But it's great to know that this shit's out there and people bought it and that some people caught it, which gives me hope. So
I'm glad we did it too. There was some funny ass bits in this one, let me tell you. Different from the Alistair Williams ones. So that's great. Now we extracted some new gems out of this one.
Oh,
you know?
There's a plenty.
Oh yeah. So on that note, get to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com.
Yep. If you're watching now, you're already there. But for the people that are watching on Monday and in between.
Yeah.
Well,
not going to tell you about what is in phoneboothpodcast.substack.com. Just go there. That's all.
Just go. See yourself. Thank you, everybody. That was fun. That was fun, Vince.
Remember, everybody can always sneak in when we do these recordings. Just pay attention for the link and pay attention on Substack to catch it.
Do it. Jump in. They're
do
fun.
it. Do it.
Fun.
Peace.